We're going to finish with a bit of stand-up comedy, arriving on Sky Comedy, Sky Showcase and Now TV on Wednesday the 21st of August. We have Tom Davis, Underdog. And here's a clip.
It all came together, mate.
Do you believe in miracles again?
This is fairy tale stuff.
The ultimate outsiders.
They came in here at Underdog.
No one thought we could do it, but I did.
I want to be able to walk in a bar with a shirt undone to there, see a couple of people go, oh, have you seen the moves on him?
Yep, now I'm a bit of a fan of Tom Davis. I don't know if you watch him much, Ian, but I quite like his comedy. I think he's great actually. And he's done a lot of different shows. I think he even goes on tour this September. And he does a lot of things, and including live at the Apollo. And he also is a fellow podcaster, The Wolf and Owl, and he does that with Ramesh Ranganathan, who I'm also a fan of. And in this, and we've seen a few comedians do this, but it's getting to know them, and comedians are quite they're quite interesting characters a lot of the time, and he's no different. So in order to make something like this, I suppose you would have to be interesting and sort of have another dimension to you. But this kind of explores his life as the person who probably wasn't ever going to make it but did, and that's sort of not good over bad, but that kind of winning over adversity actually. And I think that you learn a lot about him. So I think you probably need to be a fan of his work to be massively interested in this, and if you're not, then are you interested in getting to know somebody in the way that you do with this? Not sure you would. But you see how he's kind of left school with no qualifications. I didn't know he worked on building sites. I mean, all of these people generally have a real, backstory before they hit the big time. It takes a long time, unless you're in the world of nepotism, which lots of people aren't, to get agents, get recognised, to get sort of seen and noticed. And he has. And then his difficult road to fatherhood. You see every part of his life, from personal to professional, and back again. And I don't know, I felt kind of, at times you feel really sorry for him, really sad for him. And then at the other side, you think you're really proud that he's done what he's done. And say, I'm not sure how interesting it is if you don't like his work and whether you'd be interested in him as a person, but I do like his work. And I did find it really interesting, and I learnt an awful lot. What did you think, Ian?
I enjoyed it. I've been a fan of Tom Davis for many years. He's one of the gentle giants of comedy, isn't he? Him and Greg Davis. He's a big lad. Or, as he says, his mum used to call him a big C. Yeah, Murder and Successful was really good and really innovative, where he played the sort of detective, and they did an improvised sort of crime investigation with a celebrity. He's been in some big movies, hasn't he? He's been in Paddington 2. He was one of the prisoners. He's been in Wonka. He had his own series, King Gary, didn't he? They filmed him on tour. I think he's in Portsmouth when they filmed this leg of his tour. And he's not really breaking any new ground here. Let's be honest. He's talking about having a prostate examination, being a dad, and his kids growing up. Eating too much, being unfit. What lads do when they go out for a night when they're a little bit older, when they're middle aged. So it's not particularly original material, but there's just something hugely likeable about him. And also, yeah, I agree. When he kind of goes into a bit more personal backstory, it does get your attention. And yeah, he's just someone who I think connects really well to an audience, because you feel like the Tom Davis on stage isn't that far away from who he is in real life. He just comes across as a gentle giant, a really likeable, sort of sunny personality. So, yeah, I enjoyed it.